Hi, this is Carl from Web Courses Bangkok, and we're going to now install Google Apps. So if you've got a website like this one, like 9filmfest.com, what we're going to do is we're going to use Google Apps so we can control all the email, the calendar systems, and lots of things like that. So first of all, what you need to do is just head over to Google Apps, okay, and then you'll see all these different versions, but we want just the standard version. So just click on standard. Okay. When you're there, what you need to do then is just look at the differences there. With the standard edition, you get like 7 gigabytes anyway, so you can find to use this. Alright, so just get started. Okay, so first thing I'll ask you is if you're the admin or you control the domain. Now we control 9filmfest.com, so we just click on administrator and then do www.9filmfest.com. Okay, you can actually buy the domain as well. So just click get started, and it will take a little while. Okay, and then you just need to sign up for all the details. So once you've filled that out, all we need to do then is just go down to the bottom. So you're choosing your type, and this is just sort of information for your registration. It's not so important. The email address is because that will send you details about your sign up. So once you've done that, just click on continue. So the next thing it will ask you for is the username. Now the first one here that we're going to put is going to be the main admin. So you can use info if you want, or you can use a name, so it's really up to you. So when you put your details in, just finish the capture here. Luckily this is a good one. And then move down and obviously read all the terms and conditions, and then click accept. Now the next bit is where the important bit is. We need to prove that we own this domain. We can do it in two ways. We can upload a HTML file, which in my opinion is the easiest, or you can change something called the CNAME record on your domain settings. Personally, I like the first one because it's very, very easy to do. Right, first what it'll do is it'll ask you to create a file called this. So it's Google Hosted Services.html. So we'll copy that in a moment. The first number that we want is this. So we're just going to copy this, and then we're going to create a new file. Now I'm going to use Dreamweaver just because it's an easy way of creating HTML files. And all I need to do is paste that number in there like that. No other settings are needed. Alright. So I'm just going to go to File, Save As, and I'm going to put this file on my desktop. Now remember, we needed to name it something special, so I'm just going to go back to Google Apps, highlight this name here just so I don't make any mistakes, and then paste it into here. Okay, so I'm just going to save that, and now we're ready to upload it. Now you can upload it any way you want. You can use FTP programs like Fire FTP for Firefox, or you can use FileZilla. But the way I like to do it is just go to my control panel, because I'm going to be using this later anyway. So I'm just going to go down here to File Manager, okay, and I'm just going to select the main one, 9filmfest, and click OK. So just go to the document root in your control panel. If you don't have control panel like this, I'm sure your host will have something very similar. So you actually need to log into your host and you'll be able to get something like this. Once you're here, okay, we've got some basic pages and things like that. All I want to do now is I'm just going to upload a file, and cPanel makes this really, really easy. So I'm just going to browse, and then I'm just going to look for my Google hosted file, and there it is. Open, and it will start uploading straight away. Now it's only a small file, so it should only take a couple of seconds. There we go, always done. And now I'm just going to go back to Google, and I'm going to check that it's there. So I'm going to click on this link like that, and I should just see a number. Perfect. Okay, so Google's happy now. I've completed these steps above, and I just click. Right, the next thing it's going to do then is actually launch the guide. We're okay with this, but do take the time to have a look at it, especially if you want to set it up for your mobile. Great, so we've now logged in. This is our dashboard, and this is where we can control the calendar, our email, and things like that. Now, it will take a little bit of time for everything to kickstart, but one thing we can do is help activate the email. So I'm just going to click on Activate Email. Now with this, you've got a lot of choices. You can go all the way through here, and the one that we're using today is cPanel. And what it'll do is it will show you exactly what to do. Now, first of all, you need to log in, which we've done. we're going to click on mail and modify mail exchange server. So just go to your control panel, and if you look here, look for mail and then MX entry, go here. So just click on that. Okay, select your domain. We're going to do it for 9 Film Fest. Okay, and all we need to do then is check the settings. So right now we've got already an MX record, but we're going to delete that in a minute. Okay, so let's have a look back at Google Apps, and it says change an MX entry and change it for this. So I'm just going to highlight that and then copy. And then what we're going to do then is, we don't want to automatically do, we want to have a remote one, and click on change, because that means that instead of using your control panel, it's actually going to go straight to Google. Priority 0, destination, there we go, and click on add new record. Now sometimes it will moan, do be careful when you're doing this, sometimes it will ask you to add a full stop at the end. So if you do get any errors, and you just need to add the full stop at the end. Now at the moment we've still got 9filmfest.com, so we actually want to delete that now. Just click on delete, and that means from now on all of our email will go straight to Google. So if we go back to Google Apps and say I've completed these steps, okay, again this is going to start updating, but already we can see that our calendar is working. You've also got documents, so you can create Word documents, Excel documents, spreadsheets, everything like that. Now, like I said, the email does take a little bit of time. Okay, at the moment we've only got one user. Okay, so I'm just going to click on email, and you've got all these settings here. You can add new people very easily just by clicking on user groups. Okay, so here's the one person here. We've got the administrator, and then we can click on that, and we can find out some of the details, and we can change it. Okay, great. So let's have a actual login. So if you are the admin, you can just go to the top right hand corner and click in inbox. So we're just going to fill in our details. So info, and then click sign in, and there you have it. You're going to have Gmail ready and waiting. Here we go. So it's very, very easy. All you need to do then is you can compose. One thing I would like you to do though is, if you do have the time, is change some of the settings. Like for example, if you go over to settings here, and you can change something like this. You've got your signature here that you can add. You can add pictures in there now. Okay, and one nice thing there is the web clips, and you can add different things. You can add all these different parts to the top of your settings. Alright, so have a look at the settings. You can also change this in your dashboard as well, and there's lots and lots of things, as well as the calendar here. Okay, and you just choose your time zone, and then you've got a full calendar. And the nice thing about the calendar is you can easily share it with other people. You've also got your documents, so you can create documents and you can share who they're with, etc. Okay, and then you've got all your settings with your actual Gmail. So you'll have a look at that, and it's all very nice. Now the problem is that we don't want to have to type in all of this just to check our email. So we're going to create a nifty little way of forwarding it to this address. So the way we do that is we copy this, and we're going to go back to our trusty Dreamweaver. So file and new, click create. Okay, and then what we're going to do is use this bit of code here. And what this does is it actually forwards, as soon as you go to this page, it forwards you to somewhere else. So I'm just going to copy this here like that, and that's where we're going to send it. So paste. Okay, so we want to go to http mailgoogle.com/inbox. So just copy this, go back to your new file, and inside the head area just paste this like that. Okay, nice and easy. And then here I'm just going to change the title to forwarding to email. Right, now I'm going to save this, and we're going to upload it. Now you must save it as index.html. Click on save. Okay, now that we've done that, again we're going to go back to our control panel. Okay, and then we're going to use the FTP uploader again. So just go back here, and then I'm going to create a folder called mail. So that means all you have to do is go to 9filmfest.com or your new domain name and do /mail. So new folder, mail, click on create, and there it is. Go inside the folder, just double click, and again we're going to upload the file. and this time it's called index.html. There we go. Done. Now the nice thing is that we can go straight to our email now. So I'm just going to make a new tab, and I'm just going to go to www.9filmfest.com/mail, and that will forward us straight to Google. And there we go, now we're logged in. Okay, you'll get a couple of startup things as well on here. So it's very, very easy to use. You just compose and off you go. Like I said, it might take a little while for it to kick in, so I'm just going to test that. coursesbangkok.com. Test. It might tell me I have to wait a little bit longer. There we go. So you have to wait. It normally takes a couple of hours, so just give it a couple of hours and then eventually you'll be able to start sending mail. So that's everything. Thanks for watching, and if you need any more help, just go to www.webcoursesbangkok.com. Bye.